there, my name is Debbie Daly, and I'm the sole owner of Fire Swan Energies, an holistic practice that specializes in Reiki and so much more. For an appointment with me, call 705-341-5673. Today I would like to share with you some more experiences of mine, and this one I've had since 2009. I just recently found out, though, that my experience isn't personal, that thousands of people have experienced the same thing, which I was totally oblivious to. As some of you know, I've had many experiences throughout my life, and I must say that I was surprised to find out that on Google you can look this up and find out the meaning of it. I was blown away by this. So let me get started. My topic today is finding feathers, pennies, and dimes from heaven. Like I said, I've been having this happen to me since 2009, since my husband passed away. I would find dimes in random places throughout my house, throughout the day, in my car, on my clothes. It goes on and on and on. If I had put every dime that I've found in the last 6 years, I'd be rich. I have not done that, however, because I hate rolling coins. So I would just put them in my wallet, but I always found it interesting where I would find them. For example, I would do laundry and I would fold all the towels, and I would take a section of towels to put in the laundry cupboard, and I'd go back to grab the next section of towels, and there'd be a dime sitting on top of the top towel. Impossible. Where did it come from? Another time I'd go into the shower, I'd come out of the shower, and there on the bath mat that I just walked on to get into the shower, there's a dime sitting there. So this goes on and on and on. I can tell you a zillion stories about finding dimes. More recently, however, my mother just passed away in November 2015. And now this phenomena for me has escalated. Now I not only find dimes, I actually see them falling from heaven. And I'll give you some examples of that. Recently I was at work, sitting with a colleague in the lunchroom having my lunch. And I don't get to sit with this girl very often because we're on different shifts and different floors and just different areas. But today I was sitting with her in the lunchroom, and we're sitting on plastic chairs, and I was sitting back having my lunch, and she was sitting having her lunch, and she asked me how my mother was because she did not know that my mother had passed. And as I was about to tell her, I heard clink, and I said to her, "Did you hear that?" And she's like, "Yeah, what was it?" So I said, "Well, maybe it was my earring I lost today. Maybe it was stuck in my sweater and it's fallen on the floor." And I looked down and there was a dime between my legs sitting on the plastic chair. So when I picked up the dime to show my colleague, and I was explaining to her what was going on, she couldn't believe it. And she said to me, "You should look that up." And I said, "Look it up on what?" She says, "Google." I'm like, "You're kidding me, right?" And she's like, "No. Because I'm not computer savvy, it never occurred to me that that would be on there." So I did. I looked it up, and there are thousands of people who have had experiences finding feathers and pennies and dimes. And on this site, it also tells you what the meaning of these things, when you find them, what the meanings of them are. So I was blown away. Last week at work, same type of thing. Busy store I work in. I was hanging up a onesie, which is a one-piece pajama, and I had to step up on a platform, put the pajamas on a hanger, hang it up over my head, and clink, a dime on the stand that I was standing on. It goes on and on and on. So I was very surprised when I looked up on Google what these mean. So I won't get into all of it because you can look it up on Google for yourself. There was something about why coins. Well, spirits can manipulate coins very easily, and feathers. And it's not something that's going to cause you anguish if you lose a dime or a penny, but it's something that you're definitely going to notice and you're definitely going to pick up, especially dimes, because we don't have pennies anymore. Spirits don't like to interfere. They can interfere with many things, electrical things, birds and animals sometimes will act out of character. That's how you know there's someone trying to get through to you or tell you, "I'm here, and it's okay, love you." Usually coins are found in your purse or in your wallet or in your pocket. So when you randomly find them in odd places, you take notice of them. And it's not the norm where you would find one. So I think that makes it even more substantial, because it's not someplace where you would normally find a dime. So I like to think that my mother and my husband are well, and they're letting me know that they're okay. And I think that's important, and I think it's great to be on your path and have that connection. And since I've shared this story with some colleagues at work, now they're finding dimes in random places. So now they're calling me at work the Dime Lady because everyone's finding dimes now, which is just hilarious. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.